What's going on? It's your dog Art Man Great, and we're back with another boxing conversation. These folks out here saying scream free Ryan, man. They saying free Ryan in the streets. And you know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Keep him locked up. Cause he's a menace to society. Straight up. That's how I'm feeling. Shout out to everybody in the chat already. It's your dog Art Man the Great. It's Tank versus Frank Martin fight week, man. We hyped up, we turned up. It's gonna be a good one. But man, it's a lot of shit on my mind right now. Said Bishop Boxer, hey nah, straight up, man. Fuck Ryan Garcia, man. Lock that little motherfucker up, man. Straight up. You need to sit down in the county a little bit, eat a little spread, You know. He need to eat a little spread, get him a little celly, you know what I'm saying? So he could put him on game. He need to sit down a little bit, sober up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? He can't be out here doing that wild shit. We gonna cook on it though. Man. But shout out to everybody in the chat though. We already going, man. I'm already fried, nigga, as you can see. Said what you rolling up some kill, man. I've been on some kill all fucking day, man. On some motherfucking kill. And guess what? We can smoke on my channel. Nigga, we can smoke on my channel all fucking day. We ain't like for none. We smoking on this channel, nigga, that gas. But yeah, Ryan Garcia, his weird ass got locked up. And now everybody talking about free Ryan. Free Ryan. Nigga, it ain't freeing Ryan shit, nigga. Hell no. Hold on. Niggas talking about free Ryan, nigga. Keep that motherfucker locked up. Keep that motherfucker locked up. Straight up. Some off that gumbo every day. Man, they just don't got them strains from back in the day that I used to really fuck with, man. I just be smoking whatever, the tree man got right now. Straight up. Back in the day, my favorite strain was that White Widow, man. I used to love that shit. That shit used to keep me motherfucking high. That White Widow, can't find that shit nowhere these days. Nowhere. And that Blue Dream, man, you can't find that shit nowhere. As hard as you trying to find, man. But when I go out to Cali, the favorite strain that I pick out from the dispensary is that cereal milk and the mother's milk. Man, I love that shit. That should be getting me fucking stoned. The pre-rolls in California be having me stoned too. Straight up. Said that White Widow, Sour D, Purple Haze. Yeah, you from my era. That's that back in the day shit right there. That's definitely that back in the day shit. I haven't seen that shit in a good minute. But what I'm smoking on right now is that Ryan Garcia pack. That Osterine pack. And it's hitting hard. It's hitting hard. Super hard. Straight up. Said, man, we be having that shit here in Philly, bro. Blue Dream regular now. See, I'm out here in Minnesota. You see, we legal now. So we gonna get all that shit in a minute. We gonna get it in a minute. I ain't tripping. But this Osterine pack is hit though. But yeah, your man Ryan Garcia, man, he got arrested for being a nut ass nigga. Like they say in Philly, he a nut ass nigga. That's the hell he is, man. He went in there vandalizing, crashing his head into the fucking wall with a helmet. Let's do the whole trip, man. I'm telling you, and I've been trying to tell people we don't know the side effects of that Osterine shit he was taking. We don't know the side effects. Maybe that shit probably make him crazy as hell. Ryan Garcia, he really is a nut. Like that's just funny, dude. And a lot of people they expect him to get sympathy, man. I just can't respect that shit. How you gonna expect some sympathy when this guy been out here cheating Dev, talking crazy about Dev's moms and pops, disrespecting the sport that we love, talking crazy, coming in overweight and all that shit. And you want some sympathy from me, nigga? Hell nah, nigga. Hold your own nuts, nigga. He'll be all right, nigga. I did a couple weeks in the county. I was straight. Came out smooth. I'm still here. He'll be all right. That's what he need. Niggas talking about rehab. No, that nigga need a little time in the county. He need about 2 months, 3 months in the county. And then when he finished that, go ahead and do a suspension. That boy trying to get out that goddamn suspension. He said Ray Jackson better sue his ass. That's not even that nigga real name. His real name is not even Ray Jackson. He not gonna sue, man. It takes a lot of money to sue. You just can't sue. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm about to just jump up and sue, nigga." Nah, you gotta. There's a lot of shit you gotta go into doing that shit, man. Said, man, I did time. Take that motherfucker, bro. Too much time, honestly. But we live and we learn. Straight up. I ain't do too much time. I ain't get no crackers that much time in my life. Hell no. I did enough time to know that shit is not for me. Straight up. But that's what Ryan posted on Twitter. He talking about some jail sucks. Yeah, nigga, it does suck. Definitely does suck. So, but I'm happy Ryan crashing out. Me too. Fuck Ryan. Fuck him and his fans and all his supporters. I don't care if he fucking crash out. Real shit. Because, like I told my dude before, we really don't know how Dev's gonna come back from this shit, man. Look at AB. Speaking of AB and gloves, man, what's up with y'all, man? Lubin, y'all hear Lubin on the timeline? Niggas is mad at. They're mad at Lubin. They're mad at Lubin. They say, "Oh, Lubin, why you talk about Fedora cheating you and all this shit?" My thing with that situation, because I see some of my people say, "Oh, hard man, how you just go jump on that and believe it?" I get it. I get it. I get it. I totally understand. Nigga, it's years later, you talking about some you been cheated. Nobody wants to hear about you, how you got cheated. I understand that most definitely. But man, that goes to show, like I say on my channel, you black fighters, stop going into fights with these guys thinking that they about to play fair with you. Stop it. Because here we are today. Niggas ain't trying to hear that shit. Niggas ain't trying to hear about, oh, I got cheated. Oh, the nigga gloves. Niggas ain't trying to hear that shit, nigga. Fedora got knocked out in some more shit, and it wasn't about by you, nigga. So they ain't trying to hear that cheating shit. If you felt he cheated, nigga, you should have been on that from since day one. You should have been on that since day one. But now you on here on Twitter talking about somebody got cheated. Niggas ain't trying to hear that shit. And I get it. I ain't trying to hear that shit either. But I'm gonna say, me personally, I believe it. I believe it. Not saying that Fedora couldn't beat him without it, but I just never seen somebody face swell up like that on some normal shit. We just see, the motherfucking Tim Bradley, not Tim Bradley, the Andre Berto eyes swell up and shit like that. Niggas looking crazy. But we ain't never really seen that often, you know, from a nigga like Fedora. He ain't never did that to nobody else. I don't know, man. But I can't put it on him. I can't say he did it or didn't do it. I can say, yeah, I believe it, but what's that? What's that, nigga? They ain't gonna do nothing if you don't have no solid proof. Then that's that. But that's on him. It definitely is. You black fighters, y'all need to stop going into these fights thinking shit gonna be fair, nigga. Shit ain't gonna be fair. These niggas ain't playing with you, nigga. This is not the 80s and the 90s. Niggas is not trying to fight you on some fair shit, nigga. Hell no, niggas gonna do whatever it takes to get this motherfucking dub. Said I believe him too. Said Luba better stand on what he say. He better stand on what he say. And if Fedora feel like he tweaking, then he can sue for a defamation lawsuit, like y'all say. You say you believe him too. All I'm saying is after the fight, he ain't take his gloves off. I know that. Everybody, usually when I'm watching the fight, after the fight, niggas take their gloves off. That nigga gloves was on. He was holding both of them gloves was on during the interview. So I'm like, the post fight interview. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. But they talk about racist, but they bad. Oh, how can you say that? It's whatever. It's whatever. I don't care. I had to tell somebody today, I'm not Stephen A. Smith. I'm not Dan Raphael or Mike Coppinger. I am a stranger online. My opinion shouldn't make you feel this certain type of way, nigga. If you feel this way, just unsubscribe, nigga, unfollow, block me, whatever. I'm not here to convince you. I'm not here to say you should believe what I believe. I'm not saying none of that shit at all. I'm just speaking what I believe. And I believe that nigga, somebody be up with his fucking glove in that particular fight. That's that. Do I have any evidence? No, I don't. And that's that. So he can move on with his career like that shit ain't never happened. Otherwise, prove that shit or shut up, right? Straight up. Said, man, you know more. You said, man, you know boxing more than Stephen A. Smith. I do a little bit. And I like the sport. And one thing I know about the sport, man, this sport is corrupt as fuck. And boxing fans, we can't just say it's corrupt and just look past the corruption. I hate that shit. How you niggas gonna preach, oh, boxing is fixed and all that shit, and turn around and look past the fucking cheating and all that shit and get mad when a nigga bring it up? You niggas get mad when that niggas got evidence, when niggas don't got evidence. Y'all just still get mad, eh? That's why they need like some type of like, we need some type of like union, boxing like union or something, boxing league to like oversee this shit. Until then, this shit is the wild, wild fucking west. All I know is, Lord willing, I'm promoting boxers and shit like that. And I got a stable nigga. We checking everything, nigga. We checking gloves, all that. All that. We ain't eat none of y'all food that y'all present to us. None of that shit. I done heard stories of niggas getting food delivered to their hotel, and next thing you know, they feel woozy and shit during the fight. Like, come on, bro. Shit ain't nothing new. But I ain't gonna put it on everybody. I'm not. I'm not gonna say everybody cheats and all that shit. But there's a saying, nigga, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Said, what's up with Ryan? When he go to see the commission, shit talking mighty long. Oh yeah, it is definitely taking mighty long. But I think they gonna get this shit. They probably finna expedite this shit now, knowing that this nigga about to crash out. I think he trying to get the sympathy bag now. I definitely think he trying to get the sympathy bag because really look at this shit, nigga. He's cooked. Hold on. He's cooked. If you really think about it, Ryan Garcia is cooked. This guy sent two different supplements that tested positive. He tested positive for two fucking no, or I'm tripping. He said two fucking supplements that tested positive for ostarine. Two different What are the odds of you sending two different supplements and they both test positive for ostarine, nigga? That's fucking crazy. So now it's looking like he tampered with his own fucking supplements, and then he's sending it back with the motherfucking sealed, unsealed. They taping it. They trying to fucking. It's just crazy. They trying to seal it up and send it back to these niggas, and they like, nah, this shit's not officially sealed by the company. Like, come on, bro. So now he out here crashing out, getting into it, and then he probably experienced the side effects of the drugs. Look at him, he all fat and shit now, looking weird. What the fuck you doing with a bike helmet on? What you doing with a fucking bike helmet on? Really? He trying to get the sympathy bag, man. He trying to hopefully he gonna go to the commission and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, this is my first offense. Can you please give me like 6 months, man?" Because right now he's looking cooked. He's looking cooked. Definitely, man. If I was sitting in that chair in the commission, man, I'd say, "Look, you can talk about the Illuminati, nigga. You can talk about our company. You blaming. You have no accountability whatsoever, nigga. That's 2 years disqualification." Just off top. And I want you to pay a motherfucking, and you got the money, right? So I need you to pay $100,000 fucking fine. That's how I do it if I was in a commission. Straight up. This nigga sent these guys motherfucking two open supplements with ostarine. That's just fucking crazy. What are the odds of that happening? Said that video is hilarious on Instagram. Said coming up with something new every day. Yeah, I don't want Haiti to accept any more bad deals. Just make fights. He got to check everything. Yeah, man. Yeah. Said there was a promoter that poisoned his own fighter. I wouldn't be surprised. This is boxing. Definitely. But speaking of boxing, make sure y'all go to artmanapparel.com and get the best boxing merch in motherfucking boxing. Hold on. Let me drop the fucking link straight up. See, I'm rocking the motherfucking Tank versus Frank fight. You know what I'm saying? That shit's about to be motherfucking lit, man. Frank, he not sounding scared, man. He's definitely not sounding scared. He sound ready and determined. Said Elvis Parker. Yeah, send me the link on that. I'll look into it. But yeah, anyways, man. This shit's crazy, man. And Javante, you know, it's Javante ain't talking about this motherfucking Ryan Garcia shit no more. He focused on his fight. Because he got a tough fight. And Javante, in that interview, he showed some real humbleness. And I like that shit. Now, and my thing is, a lot of folks, they took it as hate. They say, oh, Art Man's hating. You know, I don't consider it hate. I understand that boxing is a serious sport. And when you go into the ring, you never really know what's going to happen, man. You know you're capable of doing something good, like you say, but you never know what your opponent might bring to the table or how you might feel. You never know. Javante might wake up that morning and feel his allergies running. And he can't fucking back out the fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? His allergies got his nose running and shit like that, or he feel a little bit under the weather that day. You know how we're human. We wake up and feel a certain type of way. You never know. He might go into the fight with a cold, get his ass motherfucking stopped. Shit happens. That's why they have things like rematch clauses. And there's rematch clause in this fight. So if this fight's a good, competitive, close fight, we might see Frank versus Tank too. And I don't mind that. Because we got two FBA brothers fighting, man. I made a post on Twitter about it and people got upset. They said, oh, Hart, man, how dare you have a fucking preference? I said, I prefer basically the two FBA fighting over two prime Mexicans fighting. Not because I dislike Mexicans or anything like that. It's just my preference. I like to see two people of my cloth fighting each other, man. Because I like seeing the skills. I like seeing the natural athleticism, the speed. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the best fights in the world, boxing history. Tommy Hearns versus motherfucking Hagler. Two FBAs and they prime fight against each other, man. Shit, nothing but speed, IQ, power, athleticism. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with me having a preference? And I feel like, this fight is of that esque. Not saying that Frank Martin and motherfucking Javante Davis are on the status, skill wise of Tommy Hearns and Hagler, but you got to look at it. It's another fight where you got two prime guys, Black American, going at it, and I'm all for it. And they fight for that motherfucking WBC freedom belt. So I hope Frank win. 135 need to be shaken up, man. Look, here's my honest assessment on that fight, man. Tank is a skilled boxer, man. He got the speed, he got the power, he got the IQ. You know what I'm saying? The IQ is that's gonna play a major part in this motherfucking game. Because that IQ comes from just being a student of the game and being in this for a long time, This was his way out the hood, you know what I'm saying? Getting it out the mud, boxing. So he's been doing this shit since a motherfucking jit. We've seen the footage. He's been there. He's been catching niggas with straight right hands and straight lefts since he was a fucking junior. You know what I'm saying? So it's a no-brainer if you're like a hardcore fan and you feel like you really not really rocking with Frank and you feel like he's too basic. The obvious choice is Javante Davis by KO, late rounds. But if you're looking at it at this aspect, in boxing, you never know what can happen. Frank Martin, he is that one fighter. He has everything that it takes to upset a player like Javante Davis if it come down to it, because he has the power, he has the speed, he has the athleticism, and he has the hunger. He has nothing to lose but everything to gain. In boxing, we understand that, sometimes the favorite don't win the fight when there's a massive underdog, an underdog that's ready, an underdog that's, he hear the fucking hate. He hear the motherfucking people talk about there's nothing you could do to touch this guy. And we can't act like we ain't never seen it before, but it is rare. It is rare sometimes where a guy that's a complete underdog like that beat a massive favorite like that. But if you're a gambling man, the obvious bet is Javante Davis by KO. But feeling risky, might as well drop 100 on motherfucking Frank Martin by decision. Or Frank Martin by TKO. You never fucking know. You never fucking know. Said these likes looking pathetic. It is what it is. I'm just here chopping it up, talking this boxing shit, man. They can hit the like button. My main focus is y'all going to artmanapparel.com. I don't care about the likes. Y'all can like, subscribe, all that shit. Make sure y'all go to artmanapparel.com to get the best boxing merch in boxing. But anyways, man, back to Ryan Garcia, dude. This guy Ryan Garcia, right? He's just spiraling out of control. And I don't think rehab and shit like that can help him. If he has access to a phone and social media, it might be bad for him. So maybe he needs to just sit in the county under, supervision. You know what I'm saying? He could be a trustee or some shit. Serve niggas, they lunch and shit in jail for a good 2 months. Just to get his mind right. So, when you're in jail, sometimes guys they sober up, you know, and they figure it out. They say, you know what, this ain't the life for me. Like Javante Davis said. Javante Davis, what he said, he spent 40 days in there, and he realized that boxing is not for him because he has a family to depend. He has people that depend on him. He has to provide for his family. He has to provide for his friends, his community when he's boxing. And I really like that matureness from Javante, because he understands that when you're boxing, it's not just for you. You're representing, your people. You're representing your community. You're representing a lot of things, not just you. But it's boxing. Anything can happen. Straight up. Anything can happen. And Frank, he a dog, man. He a dog. He a dog. He's definitely a fucking dog. Dog shape, motherfucking. You can see it. And boxing fans talk about, so, oh, what do you guys care about physiques and and all that shit, bro. You can say all that, right? But you understand. There's a difference between a fat motherfucking slob and a motherfucking guy that's in shape and prime and ready. What's Cruz's biggest thing when it comes to fight tank? What do he say? Only had a 3 week motherfucking camp. Frank had a full camp. This is something different. This is something very different. Javante Davis, he hasn't been in the ring in what, 14 months? 14 months. What's this is probably his longest layoff. And then he's going against a fighter that actually has history of hurting him before. And I understand people like to throw the little cliches. Oh, sparring doesn't mean anything. Sparring doesn't. Nigga, it means something. Niggas don't forget getting fucking hit and sparring by a nigga that can crack. So, 14-month layoff, he's jumping in there with a guy who got footwork, speed, athleticism, grit, and power. The only thing that you could say he's really lacking is experience. Let's be real. Axe is one thing that he's lacking in boxing. Frank Martin. Experience. But he's in a position where he's fighting them. So he's there for a reason. Maybe Ellerby and them guys at whoever's promoting Javante Davis at this point is thinking to themselves, oh well, you see how he performed against Arnold, maybe he'll fold under pressure. That is one thought. But this is a hell of a risk. And I like this fight. I like that fight for that very reason. Because I'm not listening to the fans that's saying that, oh, this guy, Frank Martin is a bum or anything like that. I ain't listening to that because I view Frank Martin as a highly skilled contender, even though he started late. It's not like he doesn't have any type of pedigree at all. So I like him in this fight, but may the best man win. So I seen that interview with EJ and Frank, man. Spence don't sound too confident in this man. Why you say that? Because he just saying the normal boxing shit. Oh, I feel like my fighter's gonna do this and feel and do that. Ain't no wrong with ain't no wrong with saying that. Shit, very interesting. It said Jared Anderson. He's training with Sugar Hill. Okay, okay. It's Jared Anderson, Sugar Hill. Okay, man. With this Jared Anderson situation, man, in the heavyweight, lineage, American heavyweight lineage, man, it's just looking like we just have to support Jared Anderson because who do we have left? All our guys is playing on motherfucking the Timberwolves and shit, and motherfucking Mavs and shit. That's what the fuck they playing on. They ain't playing in this motherfucking boxing game. So, while as we can see, Wilder's done. Very unfortunate, but it's not like we ain't see it coming. But we just gonna have to get behind Jared Anderson. Hopefully, he does something. You know, he's still young. He has time to grow. As we've seen, guys like Danny DeBoy, he grown. He's on his way to getting the motherfucking title. So you never know, man. You never know, but it's gonna be hard to replace Wilder because he's really one of the last ones, really, like who picked it up. After the Tysons and motherfucking Holyfields and shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't choose the game. The game chose him. Can't get mad at him. Who else do we got? Said it's Jared or bust. But I'm not a fan. So all the heavyweights play football. They do, man. All the heavyweights do play football. Man, I got sad actually. I seen some fucking commercial of like some basketball players. And I was looking at these guys, no Diddy, but I was looking at these guys and I was like, man, these dudes can be some fucking heavyweights, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, put the ball down, you know what I'm saying? Pick up the gloves. But then my man had to sit me down and let me know. He said, dog, these basketball players ain't got no fucking chins. He said they chins probably paper thin. And I thought about it like, yeah, it's different to be a boxer. Like, you can have the motherfucking, you could be tall, you could be brolic and all that shit. But if you don't got that in here and right here, it's over. They just don't make guys like Muhammad Ali no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They don't. I'm starting to feel like them days is over. Straight up. Said Jared is a loser, man. I can't support that. That nigga said I'm 23 and started crying. Bro, nigga, at 23, nigga, I was trying to get it. I was trying to get it. And he's at a position where he's actually getting it. He's in a position where he's making life changing. Well, I mean, yeah, you can consider it life changing money because, the average, brother at his age isn't walking around with like hundreds of thousands, that's coming from a fucking corporation like Top Rank, ESPN. So yeah, he has somewhat life changing money. And he's in a position where it's like, dude, man the fuck up. Where the fuck is this nigga Pops at? Where's Jared Anderson's Pops at? Like, where's this dude at? We need to find this dude. Like, go chop it up with your son and let him know, like, nigga, you know, even though he's 23, 24, you're in a game where it's like, we didn't create this shit, but you picked it up. So, nigga, you gotta fucking carry the crown. Like, you gotta do something. You gotta put us back on the motherfucking map. And I'm talking about American heavyweight boxing. Like, dude, if you in this game, you can't be half-assing. We ain't trying to hear no half-assing shit, bro. We want you 100% dedicated to this motherfucking sport. Because right now, it's looking like we ain't got nobody but you. And niggas talking about Torres, man. I'm sorry, nigga. I didn't see Torres get his ass slept in the fucking amateurs. And I understand it's the amateurs and all that shit. But nigga, he got brutally stopped, nigga. You just don't forget shit like that. He got brutally stopped. And I wouldn't be surprised if they step up his competition and he gets stopped the same way. Straight up. Said boxing is like the worst option out of all the big sports. Imagine getting punched in the face for a living. Exactly. So I understand. I understand why niggas would pick fucking basketball and all that shit. Of course. Think about it. Imagine you're a 6'3", 6'4" guy, you know, you know what I'm saying, and you athletic, you know what I'm saying, you've been playing football all your life, and you get opportunities where you can go harder in the paint and get a scholarship to play for somebody's college. You know what I'm saying? Or you're good at basketball, you know what I'm saying? You can go hard in the paint, you know what I'm saying? Get a scholarship to play basketball. Or you can box. I mean, you can get it out the mud. You could start up in the local club and work your way up. And hopefully one day you could possibly, you know, after your 30th fucking fight, you could have a title shot, you know what I'm saying, against this guy. Yeah. What would you rather do? You would rather fucking be a football player or a basketball player because it's so easy. It's easier to do that compared to fucking starting up like a Deontay Wilder. Niggas laughing at Wilder because he in a fucking local club fighting some fat ass dude, look like Butterbean Jr. and shit. Wilder fight this nigga up in a local club, probably got paid like $600. Niggas don't want to do that shit. Niggas don't want to do that. That shit's ugly. Nigga, that's ugly as fuck. That's ugly as fuck. That's just not pretty. Niggas rather be getting matching jerseys and shit, pulling up to the motherfucking gym in an SRT. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking owners just throwing you little gifts and cars and shit like that. Hopefully you sign with their team and shit like that. Come on, man. And you got all the snow bunnies and shit that these niggas like, in college, they rocking. Come on. What would you rather do? Would you rather go do that or go find a local bar and work your way up to hopefully you could make Floyd May money Mayweather money somehow? Really think about it. So I see why we don't have no heavyweights. Straight up. So you see what happened to Nate. Yeah, you see what happened. And then niggas see what happened to Nate Robinson, so it's like, niggas don't want to do this boxing shit. Says it's worse now because college football, they'll get a deal and make money before going pro. Exactly. So yeah, we're cooked. We're fucked. We're definitely fucked. So that wasn't Ryan who was arrested. That was Magneto from X-Men. Because that nigga had that stupid ass fucking helmet on. The fuck you doing with that helmet on, nigga? But a lot of folks talking about pray for Ryan, nigga. Fuck Ryan, man. He needs to sit down. He needs to sit down in the fucking jail, do about 2 months, 3 months, and see how it is, man. See, get off the Ostarine, learn how to make some county spread, nigga. Do some push-ups. It might try to convert you to fucking Islam in that motherfucker. Nah, I'm talking shit. But he probably needs to sit down, man, and just learn some shit, man, and figure it out because he's crashing. He's crashing, man. And I honestly don't believe that he went into this game or went into that fight on pegs by himself, man. I feel like he was influenced by somebody in the team, man. His mom, his dad probably influenced him to do that shit, bro. Or his brother. Somebody influenced him to do that shit. It wasn't just him. I feel like multiple people know about this situation. I don't feel like it's just him. Straight up. His dad probably told him to take that shit, or they probably put that shit in the supplements and told him to take it because it's going to help him cut weight. How did he get the IV? Who brought it up? Who brought it up? Who idea was it to get this IV? You think Ryan just said, look, yo, let me just get an IV and just use it on camera? Nah, man. Somebody, it has to be a team effort. I don't think it's just Ryan, bro. They experiment with this nigga like he motherfucking Frankenstein or something, bro. Got this nigga taking pads and shit. Psh. But he's cooked though. And all this sympathy shit, I don't know, man. I ain't going for it, but I don't know how the people in the New York Athletic State Commission is going to take it. I'm just saying, based off me personally, I would threw the book at his ass. He needs the book thrown at him. And then you got all these dumbass blogs and shit reporting the story like this nigga is fucking telling, he's a truth teller, talking about some, yeah, he said something was going to happen to him on June 8th. Yeah, this nigga, I mean, when you purposely do shit like vandalize a fucking nice hotel, there's a possibility that the police can get called on you and you can go to jail. So let's not act like this nigga's some type of fucking psychic or something. Straight up. But this shit's crazy though. They treat this nigga Ryan like he's some motherfucking some fucking Miss Cleo or some shit. Straight up though. Said the fanboys look at Ryan like he's a prophet. Yeah, man. I done see some crazy shit all the timeline, bro. Matter of fact, I can pull that shit up right now. I done see some crazy shit on the timeline, man. They treat this nigga like my bad, I was on the phone. Hold on, let me see. My bad. Okay, I said Ryan fans they on some weird shit. So here's a tweet from a Ryan fan. Somebody named Rudy Moon on Twitter, I think it's a he or a she, said he's been speaking out about MK Ultra, Illuminati, SRA, sex trafficking, child exploitation. The only thing that surprised me is that they waited this long to find a way to arrest him and shut him up. They tried to find a way to arrest him and shut him up, is what this person said. These fans are really crazy. Like, they really believe everything that this guy do. Like, he's some type of, I don't know, man. This is crazy, dude. Maybe he has a career after this shit. Maybe he could be like some type of like podcaster, like Joe Rogan or some shit after this, and talk about the fucking how the Earth is flat and how you know the Illuminati is real. Maybe he could talk about that type of shit. Said I was about to say mic check. Yeah, I know, right? Man, oh man. Say it was written. Man, a lot of shit just going on in this boxing world, dude. But we got Frank Martin versus Javante Davis this weekend, man. It's gonna be a lit fight. You got Javante Davis, he's talking his shit, man. You got Frank talking his shit. I'm ready to see the next press conference. I'm definitely ready to see the next press conference. Straight up. That boy said he said he fucking ready. He said he fucking ready. And Javante in shape too, man. He definitely in shape. That man said he fucking ready. But you never know who wins this fight, dude. I just want to see a good fight. I'm paying for it. Ain't no fire stick gang with me. I ain't doing that fire stick shit. I'm gonna support the fucking fight. Definitely gotta support the fight. But anyways, man, I'm about to get up out of here. It's getting late. ArtmanApparel.com for the best boxing merch in the game. ArtmanApparel.com for the best boxing merch in the motherfucking game. See this right here? We ready, man. June 15th. The Ghost versus the One. Let's fucking go.